The son waited in the rain all night for his father. At last his father arrived. He knocked on the car window begging him to help his mother who was gravely ill. But the father looked toward the nanny. The nanny urged him to leave quickly. Their daughter was still running a fever. Impatient, the father tossed the boy $100 check and scolded him never to come back again. Then he drove away, ignoring his son's desperate pleas. Watching the nanny's daughter and the luxury car fading into the distance, the boy's eyes were filled with resentment. It was them who ruined his once happy family. Not long after his mother passed away for lack of medical funds, his mother's friend brought him to America. 15 years went by in a flash. Jack had grown into a man. On the night he returned, he went straight to his mother's grave. Scenes from that night kept flashing in his mind. He silently vowed to make the nanny's family pay the price. After some investigation, he found that the nanny, though now worth hundreds of millions, was not truly happy. She quarreled with her husband every few days. One day, upset, she went to a bar to drown her sorrows. Jack ordered her a Blue Lady cocktail and flattered her, saying she was the most beautiful woman that night. In just a few words, he made the wealthy woman laugh. She opened her heart. They became more and more engaged in conversation. Before leaving, she tried to give him money, but Jack directly refused. It was the first time she had met a man who was not after her wealth. She grew even more interested in Jack. Little did she know she was walking into a trap. After drinking too much, she was escorted by Jack to her mansion. Before getting out of the car, she leaned in for a kiss. Unexpectedly, a servant interrupted. Though displeased, she dared not show anger. Jack simply smiled faintly. The prey had taken the bait. As soon as she walked in the door, she complained to her daughter, ventilating her frustration. The next day at the company's jewelry launch, her husband used a photo of his ex-wife and said the jewelry in the photo had been designed just for her. The nanny was deeply upset. Feeling wronged, she went to see Jack again, wanting to see him every day. She arranged for him to work in her jewelry store as a salesman. Soon, however, her daughter grew suspicious. But when Luna met Jack, she realized he was the man who had saved her days ago. Not knowing everything was already under Jack's control. On his first day at work, Jack sold 5 sets of jewelry. Even the most difficult clients were persuaded by him. Luna became more curious about him. Then Jack invited her to lunch, promising to answer the questions in her heart. But just as they arrived at the restaurant, the wealthy woman called to check on him and ordered him back to the store immediately. Seeing her daughter with Jack, she demanded to know where they had eaten. Jack said it was her daughter who had invited him. Luna was stunned. She wanted to explain but hesitated, because she and her mother never got along. Her mother never believed anything she said, and Jack's goal was to drive a wedge between them. One day, Jack accidentally learned from the wealthy woman that Luna was not her biological daughter. The truth was she had lost the ability to have children, and had adopted Luna from an orphanage. Looking at the woman drunk and unconscious, Jack boldly dialed her wealthy husband's number.